What is up, Reds? Welcome to the Sunday Summary. A lot to get into today surrounding Liverpool transfer news. We got Jordan Henderson, we got Fabinho, we got everything outgoing, and nothing incoming yet. But we'll get into all of it today. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Steven, how you doing this morning, man?
I'm fired up, as you know.
Hit me. Go. Hit me right now.
Well, first of all, hello to everyone in the chat. Yesterday, I went to see the New England Revolution play against DC United. For those of you who don't know, two MLS teams. And I totally forgot. I knew Rooney was the manager of DC United.
I knew that too.
So I just looked down. I'm like, hey, that guy looks familiar. Because I wasn't thinking about it before I showed up to the match. I was like, oh, I got to go to a match. It was like 90 degrees. I was like, damn, I'm sweating. It didn't really click for me. And then I was like, who's that guy down there wearing a sweatsuit? He was wearing pants.
Of course. Injured.
No, Rooney. He was wearing pants, like a jumpsuit, like he was going jogging in the winter with a hat, zipped up all the way. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Do you know where you are? It's hot.
Yeah.
But anyways, and Benteke starts for them up top.
That's what I was waiting for you to say.
It's crazy.
I had no idea Benteke played for DC United.
I must have missed that as well because I feel like he was just playing for Palace. When did he go?
I don't know, dude. That is crazy.
Let me see this, man. The MLS is getting a lot better. Let me just say that.
Let me put it this way, okay? It's not, number one. But number two, the Saudi Arabian League is literally just ruining the sport.
All right. I don't agree.
Ruining. Well, I'm not. All right, let me back up. That was a little abrupt. Let me put it this way. They're not ruining the sport. But by God, they're just coming in and ruining pay structures. And teams, like, they're just getting anyone they want. There's got to be a salary cap.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, Tim.
Here's why. Because they govern themselves. Because they can't play in the Champions League, right?
I don't know.
They're under no governing body, as far as I know. So, well,
maybe you're right.
I'm pretty sure they don't have to abide to any rules.
Okay, so there's no governing body. Okay, so they can just
well, maybe not
whatever
Champions
rules
League. It may be a bad example because obviously they're not in Europe.
So they can just break any rules they want. Is what you're saying?
Well, I went over there not too long ago, and that's really the vibe that it is. And to be honest, man, it's very peaceful. It's serene. You can tell there's money everywhere, but it's kind of like it's just an interesting thing, like the oil money and Abu Dhabi, Dubai, the climate. It's a very, very interesting place. But as far as I know, there's no one that can crack down on them for what they're spending. Now, the reason why I don't think it's ruining the sport is because we've already seen some of this with the MLS. Now, the MLS hasn't been paying players outrageous amounts of money, but players make plenty of money when they come to the MLS. There's no doubt. The same things also happen with China. When you
China,
look at,
is this the new China? That's the big thing.
So that's the thing. It's always been this way. It's just they had to get to a point where the clubs were good enough and it was advantageous to go there. Because there were, if you look not too long ago, a lot of these clubs were really bad, small, somewhat new. It's gotten to the point now where they can take on these big names. They have better facilities.
Can I also
and I don't
say
think it's
something?
ruining
I
the
just want to
sport.
interject real quick. All of the clubs begin, obviously, there's probably some that don't, but they all begin with Al, okay? Followed by like a surname or whatever. I don't know the difference between any of them. So Al are all Etifik, and then all Ali, all like I don't know the difference between the clubs until they show me the pictures of each player with them. So So the thing for me is I think all of the players are joining like the same teams, like the same 3 or 4 teams. I just wanted to throw that in there. That's why I was like, wait a minute, are there like 3 or 4 teams that are just getting all these players like Benzema, Koulibaly, Conte, Brozovic, all these players?
In short, yes. And Ronaldo went to Al Nasser, and they are now banned from spending.
I
So I
did
wouldn't
see
be
that.
surprised if he moves again.
I did see that.
But anyways, China and the US have already done it. I don't think it's ruining the sport because none of these guys are going to get big European contracts again anyways.
That's true.
They'd get paid, but it wouldn't be like a long-term big money move.
So I can't blame them for going.
Now there will be players that are in their prime that will make this move. We saw it a couple times with China. Brazilian midfielder, forget his name.
Ooh.
He wasn't
Steve,
old and he went.
I got to interrupt you. We got breaking news out of Anfield Edition here. Liverpool are in talks with the representatives of Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard. Ooh.
That is interesting. I just saw that City were talking to him.
Yeah, so did I.
But Hannah says, El Eddie Fack, whoever they are,
That is
broken
that.
can't afford to pay for Hendo. They have plenty of money, Hannah. It's just about how they can. There's plenty of money there. It's not a scam.
So that's what so Hannah, that's a great point. I made this point in my video earlier this week. It was like they're willing to pay Hendo $700K per week, right? But then when we put a price tag on Hendo of 20 million, they were like, "Oh, we're backing out." That was the report. I'm like, "Are you kidding? You're willing to pay Hendo 30 million a year or something or whatever it comes out to be, 40 million a year, but you don't want to pay 20 million for him?" Makes no sense.
Yeah, and I don't think it was that they didn't want to pay. There was something blocking it, or
Here, let's pull it up here.
like cash flow. I don't know, but there is plenty of money.
I'm gonna pull up my Twitter or our Twitter because throughout the
This says they allocated 13.2 million for the transfer. Now, hey, look, here's what I'll say. I'll say this. If you want to take Hendo, it will be a bittersweet day when he leaves. But this is all I'm going to say because I'm not against all the Saudi stuff like some people are. There are specific scenarios where I think it makes sense for everybody involved. Honestly, if you don't want to see Hendo make an entire career's worth of money in 1 year, I think that's selfish on you as a supporter. He's going to go over there and in 1 year make what he's probably made since he started playing football.
No, I agree. I don't mind Hendo leaving to go for the money. I think for me, it's like the principle of it. But even then, it doesn't bother me enough to the point where I'm like, I throw my hands up. I'm like, I hate this. This is stupid. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess, what do you mean by the principle of it?
So, all right. So I don't mind Hendo, 33 years old, going and accepting quadruple his current salary to play in the Saudi league. He's 33. He's won almost every single trophy possible with Liverpool Football Club. He's put in over a decade. He's been our captain. And if someone is offering you quadruple what you're making at 33 years old, you'd be stupid not to go. All right. So that's number one. But the principle, actually, now that I'm actually talking out loud about it, because you and I haven't talked about this, we haven't talked over the last week, really. So they're really only going for older players. They're not going for young stars.
They
really
might be, but the young stars aren't going.
And so, again, this is what I'm talking about. So I don't think it's corrupting anything. I think they're just seeing a market where they can get older players that aren't good, like you said earlier in the show, aren't going to be offered huge contracts ever again. And they're just like, hey, look, we'll pay you 5 times what you're making. Come over here. And frankly, you'd be stupid not to go. So I actually understand it now.
Well, that's why I asked you. what you meant because I wanted you to say it out loud. Because when you really meant when you say it, that's where it clicks for me.
Yeah.
And like from Hendo's point of view, where do we those people that are like, oh Hendo, you can't leave. You bleed Liverpool and all this stuff. Like, where do you get to draw the line?
Yeah.
Where does he get to step back and say, you know what, I've given everything?
He has.
And for the small fraction of people that this will taint his legacy for them, in their opinion, this will change how we view Jordan Henderson. I just don't think that's fair for you to put that hate in your brain, in your heart. But he's allowed to draw the line somewhere and say, hey, you know what? I gave you guys everything. Who knows who will come knocking again? Hendo's form hasn't been great. The year we won the league, he was a top 3 player in the league. He peaked, and since then he's been a solid player. But the writing's on the wall, man. We're bringing in these guys. You're not going to play as much. You didn't play as much last year, and we were battered all around the lineup, and he still didn't play every match. So, Doug's a new member here. Doug, what up?
Shout out to Doug.
I hope Hendo does what's best for his family. I would hate to see him leave, but you don't know if this opportunity is coming again. I hope he takes the opportunity.
Agreed. Agreed 99%. It will never come again. It's not going to come again. No one's offering Jordan Henderson $700K a week. I'm sorry. No one's doing it. But shout out to Doug. Liz is in here as well. Appreciate all the channel members. You guys know this, but going above and beyond and supporting the channel monetarily, you guys are the real MVPs. But let's go over to the chat real quick. Good morning to Garrison, Cobra. Oh, boys in here. Sir Oswald, Gary Richard, Ross. What's going on, guys? And Hannah's in here as well. Garrison here says, big up to you, Kyle and Steve. If both Hendo and Fabinho leave, I prefer we go for Kone and Thuram. That would be a magnificent midfield rebuild. So about 2 weeks ago, maybe even less than that, news confirmed that we're no longer in for Thuram. I think it would be a redundant signing, given that we've already gotten Szoboszlai and McAllister. And so having too many box-to-box midfield would be overkill. I think what we need to focus on, especially now that Fabinho is being linked with this move away, we got to get a defensive mid. Now, I thought Thuram was a defensive mid before I did some research. I guess he's box-to-box. I thought he could play defensive mid, but I don't know. I guess he can't. Steve, what are your thoughts on this?
I wasn't really paying attention. I was reading about Hendo in the top 10. You're asking me, what do I think about those two coming? Kone and Thuram?
Sure.
Or no. Hang on. Let me try. Kone is not the type of player that we need anymore because we've already filled those.
Pay attention.
Dude, I was reading. You love to jump from category to category, man. I'm still reading about Hendo.
Where?
On my other screen, getting ammunition. He would be paid. He would be the number 7th paid player in the world.
Wow. Behind who? Like Neymar, Messi?
Benzema, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Haaland, Messi, Neymar, Hendo.
Wait, hold on. What does Haaland make?
He's like up to 900K now.
At City, he's getting 900K?
Yeah, I don't know if it's officially deal. Officially official, but yeah, he's gonna make that if he's not already. And I heard this was coming. I can't remember if it's already gone.
That I actually did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
Anyways.
Yeah, but basically, just talking about Kone and Thuram, basically saying that about a week and a half ago, we saw news that Thuram is no longer a target for Liverpool.
And we already knew that Kone wasn't. I don't see either of them coming at this point.
Yeah.
That's where we can close the loop on that. Now, if Hendo and Fabinho leave, maybe we reopen some of those talks. But I've said this before. I'll say this again. Those players aren't big enough names for transfer sagas to drag on this long. It's not like Mason Mount. It's not like Mbappe. Those transfer things that just go on for months, 8 months. We're not going to sit there and negotiate with Nice for Kefren Thuram for 8 months. I think if it was going to happen, it would have happened already. And the same goes for Kone. He's been off the radar as far as I know for a couple months. I think those guys are done and dusted, home and hosed, not coming.
Hey, let me ask you this though. Imagine yourself as Nice. How damaged do you think their ego is if they're like, yeah, we're gonna get Liverpool to pay extra for Thuram. Let's get him to negotiate. You got the two Nice guys over here. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna get it. Next thing you know, yeah, let's go to Bernie's. Yeah, McBurney's.
McBurney's.
Yeah, no. And then next thing you know, they get a call from Schmetka. And Schmetka goes, look, guys, you got a player that we want. He's not worth negotiating for this long. We're out. See ya. These guys' egos, they must feel so stupid that
Dude.
they're trying to drag on. Like, you got to know when to fold. You got to know when to be like, all right, we'll accept. I feel like teams are stupid.
This is also, we also don't know what's actually happening. We're just drawing these outrageous conclusions.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
of
what
course.
because it's hilarious and this is what we want. But again, man, that's probably some of what happened.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Nice, we're talking about Thuram here. Like, we're not talking about N'Golo Kante.
Mbappe.
Yeah, like, guys, what are you holding out for? 5 million?
It's unreal.
And also, we don't know if the player wants to leave, but I heard he did.
Yeah.
I heard he was chatting with Konate, chatting it up. I heard he already bought his red boots.
That's what the news is telling us, dude. Him and
Hey,
Konate share a bed.
Is Kone still a pro? Because I haven't heard from him in 6 weeks.
He tore his ACL, I think, or something. Oh my gosh, dude.
All right. Well, let's keep this going then. I'm sure you want to jump somewhere else really quick.
You're damn right.
Tchouaméni. There was a tweet from either
Ooh.
Real Madrid.
Let me pull it up. Hey, wait, are you following the Madrid zone? Is that what it is?
No, I don't know where I found this. Let me see.
That's the only one, the Madrid zone.
The account's name was in Spanish. Maybe it was just like the Real Madrid.
Well, I feel like this account would have tweeted it. How long ago? Just tell me a time.
I think it was recent, dude.
Their entire Twitter is about Jude Bellingham, rightly so. Okay. Literally. Okay, Steve, you got to help me out here.
I'm trying. Here we go.
What's the account name? I'll pull it up and share it.
R_Madrid_Actu. ACTU. Don't know what that means.
R_Madrid_Act2. Oh, got it. Well done.
And it says.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on. I got you. Okay, it's all in Spanish.
That's all right.
How long ago?
French. July 14th.
No, it is French. You're right. It is French.
And I can read it for you because I took some French classes. So don't worry about it.
I took exploratory French, Steve. So watch it. Octobre. That's how you say October in French.
Okay.
Get at me.
Actually, that might be wrong, dude.
I think it's October.
I might give you a pass on that.
No, I think it's October.
That's what they all say, Kyle. They all say October. So, also, while you're pulling that up,
where is it? Well, where is this tweet?
July, they probably got rid of it, dude. Do you want me to just show you?
Yeah, just show me. This isn't even worth it.
This says.
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
This is very ghetto. It says,
no.
n'est pas à vendre. Tchouaméni n'est pas à vendre. Tu comprends? Liverpool. AKA, he's not for sale. Tchouaméni is not for sale. Do you understand, Liverpool? And then he liked it.
What kind
Tchouaméni.
of? That's a ballsy tweet.
But is this even Real Madrid's account? They're verified. I don't know what that means anymore these
No,
days.
that it just means you pay. I could be verified. You just pay for it.
57,000 followers. They're probably news source. A French Real Madrid
News source.
news source.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. On the Tchouaméni thing, he's not proven enough for me to lose sleep over this or care about this. Apparently, we went in for him last year. We saw something, but I'm not going to devote energy and time to this transfer saga. You're not as proven as you think you are. You don't need to go into social media and start liking things. Good luck playing 2/3 of the league matches this year. If you want to come, we'll take it with open arms. But these shenanigans, the saga, keep me out of it. I'm all set. They have 100 midfielders.
Man.
100 midfielders.
All right. So I'm getting news here from Paul Joyce that Liverpool have officially received a bid for Fabinho. 40 million.
Bye-bye.
And because we know Fabinho did not travel with the club to Germany, right?
Mhm.
So he stayed back to do his medical, negotiate, and all of that. 40 million for Fabinho. If you guys remember, I think we got him for 43 or 42 or something like that. 45.
We got him, yeah, same amount, pretty much.
Which is remarkable. For us to be able to basically recoup all of our money for Fabinho.
Look, there's some clubs that this Saudi thing, it won't make a difference for. Like Chelsea, they have the money. They don't mind spending the money. PSG, all these clubs that have outrageous money. But we should buy into it as Liverpool supporters because apparently we need funds.
Apparently.
So we should take advantage of this before maybe they do crack down on some sort of salary cap or whatever. But 40 million for Fabinho? Has it ever crossed your mind to recoup money off Fabinho?
No.
You think like 2025 if we're lucky, or he leaves on a free like half the rest of the midfielders we've let go. 3 in the past 2 months. That's how you picture him leaving, not this. Let him go. Take that money, get a CDM, direct replacement. Take that 40, get Lavia for 50, whatever he is. Whoever you want. I think Tchouaméni obviously is too expensive, but a player like that, a defensive-minded midfielder.
Now, are you thinking Lavia?
I think Lavia is overpriced, man.
No, me too, 100%. I
For
feel
a guy
like
that's played like 20-something matches in the Prem.
Lavia is worth 20 million max for me. 20
but
million.
his age, no, I think he's worth more than that. But aren't they asking for 60?
No. Everything. No. They're asking for 40 or 50. It's something like that. But my point is, you're right. His age. You're absolutely right. But I think there are other factors that drop the price down. One being that this dude just got relegated, number one. Okay. Number two, like you said, his number of appearances. He's not very proven. Okay. But Southampton are being smart. See, this is where Southampton are a little bit smarter than like Nice. Nice have no leverage with this Kefren Turam guy. But I feel like Southampton, they know that a lot of clubs want him. So they're able to increase the price a little bit or demand a little bit more. Kefren Turam, on the other hand, if Liverpool drop out, they're not selling him. So that's stupid for Nice. Shout out to the super chat here from Inferno Gaming. He said, I don't think we'll get Tchouaméni. I would personally love Amrabat and Lavia with the center backs. Amrabat deserves big name teams after his consistent performances. Love the streams. Well, thank you very much for the support, Inferno Gaming. Shout out to the super chat as well. Steve, I saw you in deep thought over there. What are you thinking?
I'm trying to figure out if we're still in for Valverde at all.
Oh, I know. I love Valverde, but we're not.
Because Neil Jones, you know him?
Of course.
He wrote an article about it the other day, but I don't pay for that website, so I can't read it.
What, The Athletic?
No, there's another one. I've already moved on from it. But anyways, Let me stop here quickly
Steve, you're
because
moving too fast.
I don't know. Let me stop here quickly and go back to the basics, the fundamentals. We are almost at 10,000 subscribers.
Ooh.
What's the exact number we're at right now, Kyle? Because maybe we can get a little closer.
The exact number we are at right now is dun, 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 dun,
We got to be like 20 away.
9,975, guys. 25 more subscribers
If
to
you're not
10K.
subscribed, please stop. We'll stop for 20 seconds here.
76. 30 we'll stop for 30 seconds. Subscribe 10K.
There's 97 people in here. There has to be at least 25 of you that aren't subscribed.
There's 127
And I
in
get
here
it.
right now.
I get it, guys. I go into streams. I don't subscribe. It's
Yeah, I get
easier
it.
to not, but we are right there knocking on the door.
Yeah. Guys.
So we're gonna wait for 30 seconds, and I'm gonna time it. Everybody go subscribe if you're not subscribed already, please.
Let's go. It's ticking up. You guys rock. Come on. It's going up. You won't regret it.
You certainly won't. And it's free. It's free to subscribe, and you get to come here and listen to us bash Chouameni.
And Chelsea. All we do is bash Chelsea and Chouameni. That's it. That's the whole channel. Nothing about Liverpool. We just talk crap on Chelsea. So,
all right, there's 6 seconds. 2, 1. All right.
All right, we're back.
Where are we at?
Wait a minute. What were we talking about beforehand?
I want to see. No. I want to see how many subscribers we have now. Because now there's 111 people in here, and we probably have less than 20 to go.
It went up by 4. We got 4 subscribers.
Okay, nobody cares, and that's fine. Thanks, guys. If you're new, if you just jumped in, it looks like 15 new people just joined. Welcome. We are 20 subscribers away from 10K. Share the stream, share the channel, follow, subscribe, notification bells. I'm not good at pitching all that, Kyle is, but
yeah,
subscribe, please.
Yeah, it's kind of a habit. The motor control just kicks in. You're just like, subscribe, like, comment. That's every YouTuber knows about that. But again, let's go over to the chat here. This will be a special and emotional moment to hit 10K, guys. You guys don't understand. It will actually, like, everyone who's been with us since like 50 subs. This has just been an incredible journey, and honestly, never thought we would have ever come close to 10K. I mean, who would want to come and listen to us? You know what I mean?
Well, those were the thoughts at the beginning.
Those are the thoughts at the beginning.
Yes,
but
yes.
Even now, when I'm thinking back about it, it's just very humbling. And
I'll tell you what it is, because it's consistency. It's consistent support from the crew, the channel members, the new folks that come, and we're here like clockwork. We're here. We are here, rowing the boat.
Rowing.
We're here through thick and thin, Kyle. We might miss a couple Sundays a year under extremely important circumstances. But for the most part, I'd say 52 Sundays in a year, you can count on 45 of them.
At least.
I'm sitting in this chair for 45 at least.
Yeah. And Yoko says next step 20K. You're absolutely
well, that's
right.
the thing. Here's the other thing, and we don't need to get into the specifics of channel, YouTube, this, that, and the other thing. Still have yet to go viral, really.
No,
like, there's a point in everybody's evolution, and you know this.
Yeah.
Where you get a video that just clicks and gets like a few million views. Next thing you know, you get like 30,000 subscribers from 1 week. That still has yet to happen. So, but it will.
Hopefully. And again, it's all due to you guys. We can't go viral without you guys. And we're not even trying to go viral, but we just won't be here without you guys. So anyways, let's get back to chatting about Flacco. Hoover. Whatever you refer to him as. So I said this before. I want to keep Fabinho. Okay? But I'm not going to be mad if he leaves. I also wouldn't turn down whatever he's getting, because it's certainly more than he gets at Liverpool. But we have got to find a minimum of 2 defensive-minded midfielders to replace Fabinho and Henderson if they leave. There's no question in my mind. Whether that's Lavia and Thuram, I don't care. Whether it's Lavia and Amrabat, I almost called him Acrobat, and whoever. It doesn't matter. We need to replace the players. And what's crazy to me, Steve, I didn't realize it until probably earlier this week. Liverpool might be doing a complete rehaul, a complete rebuild in one transfer window. They're not going to drag it out over 2 or 3. They're going to do it now, which is nuts. We've never witnessed this before.
I don't think they planned it.
You
I
think
think
it
it
just
just happened.
happened?
I think
Yeah.
some of this Saudi stuff has changed things. And I also want to point out 2 things. Where is it? Halor Matus from 830 says 40 million. Maybe if you show your dogs, you'll get more subscribers. Oh, we have so much to talk about on the dogs and the tree front, Liz, for another time.
All right, Steve, while you chat, hold on. Let me find this 830 thing.
Yeah.
We'll pull it up. Which one is it?
830, Halor Matthias.
Nope.
No, 40 mil is good business. There we go.
I'm going to go
40
get
mil
Jet.
is a good business. If you think of only the money, there's a catch though. To replace Fabinho, you would have to at least double that amount, but those players aren't available for Liverpool. I understand what you're getting at, Halor. Sorry if I said your name incorrectly. Thank you for the support and the interaction here. I understand what you're getting at, but what I've tried to do is remove all emotion and loyalty to the players that we have and think about it more realistically. What did Fabinho give us this year? I would say absolutely nothing, and he was somewhat of a liability until maybe the last 6 weeks of the season. That's what I'm trying to remember in my head. Fabinho hasn't been the best player in a match in 2 seasons. That's number 1. Number 2, we didn't get a ton from Hendo. Now, he's our captain, and there's other variables there, things to consider, but you're right. We would have to spend probably more than 40, maybe about 40 minimum to get somebody what we believe to be of his caliber. But
Hey.
Fabinho didn't give us this year. It's
Don't be scared.
give us much this year. It's not going to be a huge loss. Even Lavia probably had a better season in the league than him.
You
So
think?
probably Fabinho did nothing till the last 6 weeks of the season. I love him though.
He
But if you
did
can get
pretty
40 million for Fabinho, it's a no-brainer. He's old.
Hey,
Sorry.
Steve, who is this?
That is Jet. That is Mr. Jet.
That is Mr. Jet. He's insane.
He is insane.
All right. Say bye, Jet. Say bye, bud. I got to
My dogs are really, really big. I can lift them, but they're not here right now.
Man. Yeah, Jet. I had to literally pull Jet out from under the covers. It's crazy. So. All right. Gary Richard says 80 to 90 million to replace Hendo and Fab. You think? That much, huh? I think we can replace Hendo and Fabinho.
Oh, to replace them both. Sure. But what's that net? 30, 40? To get 10 years younger? I'll take it. And some of these guys, like, you don't have to pay Lavia what you're paying Hendo or Fabinho,
No,
most likely.
But that's the whole point. I think that's where it saves a lot of money. So you think about, Milner leaving, right? There's minimum 100K off the books. You think about Keita, Ox, Firmino, all these players leaving. That's 400K, 500K a week off the books. And then you get these young guys in that you're only paying what, 100K a week, 120? You're saving money. So we can't be afraid to spend money on players.
Here's how I think about it. Milner's gone. Ox is gone. Keita's gone. Does that change anything for us? Besides Milner, does it change anything, really? Like the results of the season?
In my mind, absolutely not.
Well, I can tell you, it wouldn't have changed anything if they didn't play a single match all year. So, We've come this far. Now, with Hendo and Fabinho's play this year, anything special? Any man of the
Average.
matches between the two of
Very
them?
average this year for both of them.
Do you think there were any man of the matches between the two of them?
Hendo maybe one.
Okay. Well, I don't know the answer to that. I'm just thinking. I would say let's just give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they each had one, which is probably false. We played 50-something matches, probably. We need better quality.
Yes.
And I can't
we
believe
do.
I'm saying this because if you asked me this a few months ago, I'd say, no, you got to keep them. But I say make the changes as long as you can bring in something comparable because it's not going to get much worse. You need bodies. They didn't make us better this year, those two players. So as long as we don't get worse, I'm okay with it. I'd like
Look,
to see us improve.
You asked me 2 weeks ago, and I am 100% in the boat. You got to keep Hendo and Fabinho. But as soon as I start realizing, like, hey, if they're getting offered this, I can't blame them for leaving. But then you think the only thing that concerns me, Steve, is the chemistry, dude. Like, how much chemistry are we going to lose if these two guys who have been staples in our team since freaking 17, 18? Like, what happens to the chemistry? Hendo, even longer, you know?
I think, yeah, well, I think if I had to choose one to go, it would be Hendo.
Me too.
I
I think
can't believe
so.
I'm saying that, but part of what Halor said a while ago is, I think what he's getting at is it's kind of hard to find a CDM. It hasn't been that easy for us. If we've been in the market for one this whole time, we haven't gotten one yet. There's Bacetic, sure. There's Fabinho. McAllister can play a little bit there, whatever. Trent. That's
McAllister will
the
not
wild
start
card, Kyle,
one
is
game this
Trent's going to move
season.
over there into that role. So I don't know what's going to happen.
But
But I don't see them as indisposable now. I could see them go if we can improve or get 10 years younger with less money on the books.
thanks, sir.
And we got a couple super chats here.
Yes, we do. Inferno Gaming showing their support. Coop Miners is a solid Hendo replacement. Amrabat for Fabinho and let Bacetic run as second option for our DM. Let our youth grow. And I agree. I'm excited to see Bacetic have a full season as an option in the team. So that I'm excited for. But
Okay.
Coop Miners and Amrabat, sure, right? Sure, but I don't know enough about them at this point to say anything. Maybe you know more. No?
Amrabat?
Yeah,
No, I'm not thinking about those guys. Not yet. My brain can only handle so much, Kyle.
yeah, I know. Liz says, who is our captain if Hendo goes? It's Virgil, right? Virgil's first choice and then Trent.
I would say Virgil. This is what I would want to see happen. I don't even know if they can do it this way. Virgil captain for 2 years. Robbo vice captain. Trent takes over season 25, 26, 2 seasons from now. Because we got 23, 24, 24, 25. Trent takes over 25, 26. Trent runs with it until he's for like 5 or 6 years. That's what I'd like to see.
Virgil so the order of it was Henderson, Milner, Virgil. So if those two leave, it's Virgil. And then Trent is fourth.
Well, I think they could probably change things, right? Because it's a new season.
Well, they could do whatever they want. But you're right. I think it's Virgil right now. So that's what I'm going with.
Inferno, another one here. Amrabat led Morocco to semis. Inferno, you love Amrabat, man. This is great. I thought those links died in like January, dude.
What worries me about these players
saw
that
something
do
come
well
up.
on the international level, Inferno, is most of them, their careers die after. Like you look at James Rodriguez. He made a life's worth of wages off of one goal. He did nothing after. He's better footballer than will ever be. And he's probably better than a lot of the midfielders in the world right now. But He did nothing after. That's what I'm worried about with these international superstars for a month at a time. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't heard anything about Amrabat at Fiorentina or wherever he plays. It was only for Morocco. And that's all. And, like Kefren Turam, I heard nothing about him at Nice. But the second he starts playing for France, I'm seeing all these clips on Twitter of Thuram's amazing. It's like, it's just the flavor of the week kind of deal.
Yeah, I love it. There's some fire chats going on right here. Alor says there are levels most fans just throw out names about players they don't know anything about, they've never seen play. We've talked about that a lot. I agree. Red Jobby, sorry. You know how Liverpool roll while dealing with the sale of Phillips to Leeds? Maybe they pick up Tyler Adams on the way out. Could see that happening too. Just like a little like $5 million like swap deal for Tyler Adams and Phillips. Sir Oswald would prefer Robbo as captain. Robbo should be captain. Van Dijk is done, says Omar. Gucci says Mo. Liz says Robbo and Virgil vice captain. It's interesting. I think it's got to be Virgil, right? Steve LFC, this is Anfield. Is that me? No.
No.
Who amongst the defensive midfielder linked? The only great one is Amrabat since Barella is 70 million.
See, all right, look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. So shout out, Inferno and Steve LFC, this is Anfield. You guys seem to know a lot more about Amrabat, and you seem to be more amped with him. I haven't seen anything about Amrabat for 5 months.
Until this week. Things started popping up. Yeah.
And now everyone, and I'm not saying you guys, I'm just saying you guys brought it up, so it's the first thing on my mind. Now all of a sudden Amrabat's one of the best midfielders. Like, where is all this info for the last 5 months? For the last 5 months, it's been Thuram and Kone and Gravenbach. And then those names die out, and we got to find someone new.
Well, it's because we're getting linked to move things away. So, and this is a problem that I have, but it happens every year, every window, all the time. I was calling for Valverde before the links. Let me just give myself some credit, and you know this.
No, you were.
Because I think he's one of the most complete midfielders on the planet.
He is one of I agree with you, and you turned me on to watching him, and I realized he is unbelievable. He's so good.
So good. But these guys, right, like Barella, Amrabat, these are links that come up and then somewhat die out. So Alor was saying people just kind of read something or don't know a ton about the player that they want. I believe that you guys love Amrabat and probably have watched him a bunch. Based on what you're saying, I would hope so. But is he the best CDM on the market? No, he's not. There's no way he is. But is it a signing that makes sense? Because we've seen links in the past. The money's probably not as much as it would be for a Tchouaméni, a Valverde, some of these other guys. Sure. So it could make sense. I think it could make sense. But I just don't know enough about him. I haven't heard about him since the World Cup.
Yeah, Ross says Valverde does not want to come though. And so we had mentioned this earlier in the show. He wants to stay. Like, and the thing is Valverde isn't like Tchouaméni. I feel like between the two, we'd be more likely to get Tchouaméni just because of the lack of playing time. Valverde, there's no way Madrid sell him. If I'm Madrid, I don't sell him for less than 100 million. Like, he is that good.
I think he's the best player they have.
Really?
I think him and Vinicius Jr. are probably the best players they have.
I'd say Vinicius Jr. is without a doubt the best player they have.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
And I'll put Valverde at number 2.
Yeah. And then I think Courtois is so good. He had a rebirth when he went to Madrid. I think Madrid are, without a doubt, pound for pound, the most talented team in the world. They are so good. And I thought their defense was going to be a liability, and it turned out it was one of their strengths. Like, I thought Eder Militao and David Alaba as center backs, I was like, they're gonna be terrible. Nope. Fantastic. So
I don't know what's going to happen, Kyle, but I'm going to say it again. Something's got to happen soon. We got a match in 2 days, don't we? Tomorrow?
yeah, but don't we play some like 8th division
Doesn't
side from
matter, dude.
Germany?
We're on the road. We've already been in training. We're on the road.
Yeah.
The bus is gone. Go to Anfield. There's no one there. The season's underway. Anfield's a ghost town. 7/19. That's Wednesday.
Okay, so we play on Wednesday. Who do we play?
Don't make me say this. I don't even know. KSC. Karlsruhe? 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 I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry. No disrespect to
Carlsberg.
them. No, Karlsruhe.
Carl's Jr.?
It's either Carl's Jr. Burger King or McBurney's Burger Joint.
McBurney's.
Yep. Ollie McBurney's Burger Joint.
Yo, if he should seriously think about retiring and open his own burger joint.
Well, the first part for sure. The retiring part.
Oh
Anyways.
my god. Titan, we're just messing around, dude.
Anfield's not a ghost town.
Dude,
Don't take
we
me
know.
literally, dude.
We're just joking.
All I'm saying is the season has started. So whatever we do, we got to do it now. Because you don't want to bring a player in 3 days before the season starts and he's not ready. Let's get this business done now. The longer you wait, the more the prices go up.
Oh man. Sir Oswald says we await the first game of the season, so all watch-along viewers can predict that Kyle's yawn. It's not easy. Guys, I can't even predict when my yawns will come. Okay? Sometimes it's the 3rd minute. Sometimes I don't yawn at all. But I always yawn for the most part. It's incredible. Now, I do want to bring something up on the center back front. This morning, Paul Joyce said we are now linked with Pavard again. 3 weeks ago, we're not in for Pavard. Now, all of a sudden, Man City are in talks with him, and Liverpool like, oh, maybe we should get him. Okay, I knew Man City would be in there for somebody. I knew it. They pick up anyone they can. Pavard, Steve, is not a left-footed center back. Levi Colwill, I feel like, is out of the question. I don't think Chelsea are going to sell him. They're very against it, and unless he puts in a transfer request, it's not happening. Do we need another center back, or are you okay with signing Pavard, who is kind of like a right back, and kind of leaving Robbo out there to dry?
Dude, I don't get paid enough to make these decisions. There's too many variables. If Trent goes into midfield, everything we talked about today, if Trent goes into midfield, becomes null and void. Everything. If Trent goes into midfield, you keep one of Fabinho and Henderson. You don't need to purchase anybody else. Because Thiago stays. So that would mean your midfield is, we'll call it Fabinho or Henderson, McAllister, Dom, Solanke, Curtis Jones, Thiago, Trent, Harvey Elliott.
I'm worried about Harvey. This is going to be a big season for Harvey. He needs to hit another level, Steve. Otherwise, he's not going to play that much.
Right. But if Trent goes into midfield and you keep one of Fabinho or Henderson, I don't think they might sign one more midfielder, but I don't think we will. We just need to know what's Trent doing before you ask me those loaded questions.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm here to catch you off guard.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It all depends.
We had
Pavard. Give me Pavard. I'll take him. Sure. There's not many right backs, dude.
No, there's not. If you look at recent elite CDMs, apart from Amrabat, that I can see might move this season is Polina. Oh yeah, Fulham. We were linked with him. Others are either not moving or won't fit in. Polina, I forgot about him. We were linked with him for a minute.
Anybody can move, Inferno. Anyone can move at any time. Prime example, look at how we got Fabinho. He wasn't on the move. Got him overnight. Bang.
Literally overnight.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Fakito, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Fakito asks, guys, quick question with Dom and Mac. Ooh, this is a good question. With Dom and Matt coming in, whom do you think will be our penalty taker? Is it still Mo, or what do you think? Well, I don't understand why Fabinho doesn't take penalties. Fabinho is an excellent penalty taker, but regardless, I think Mo still takes them. And second in line would be Soboslai. He's an
Mo.
elite. He's an elite penalty taker.
Yeah, take Mo.
Yep.
Mo's the penalty guy. He missed a couple, but he didn't miss any for a long time. We can't be perfect. We cannot be perfect. Mo has taken penalties in Champions League finals. He's not the best penalty taker. We know that. He blasts it like as hard as he can. But he didn't lose that job over a couple. He didn't lose that job.
No, he didn't. Liz, Steve, you're up.
Money tree status update. So.
Oh wait, you only shared it with me, right?
Yeah, I haven't shared it yet.
Oh, you got to share it with everybody.
This is probably gonna be the last thing we talk about before we wrap up. My wife saw the money tree. She knows I love it, but she didn't know to which extent. So she took it upon herself to trim the money tree. Now, if you know anything about money trees, it's not something you just trim, Liz. You don't just trim it. So she went ahead and plucked off all of the leaves that she thought were too big. My beautiful wife, by the way, I preface this with my beautiful wife. She thought the leaves were too big or out of, didn't work with the shape or the symmetry of the plant. Pulled those off. She told me she did it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she said she threw them in the trash, the leaves. I go into the trash. Way more leaves than I was expecting. I go to my money tree. My money tree has been reduced by 50% in size. So the tree that's taken me a year and a half to groom, and I've been working on it to re-unveil it for you guys, has now been set back, I would say, anywhere from 6 to 8 months from a growth perspective. So it was a very, very sad day in the household here. I'm still dealing with still grieving, but the money tree is alive. It was just watered. I'm going to actually feed it today. Next week, maybe it'll make an appearance. It'll still look great to you guys, but to me, a part of me died that day. Again, I apologize for for probably the saddest news we've ever shared on this channel.
Certainly up there.
Yep.
Man.
But thank you for asking and for caring always, Liz. It's not a secret, this money tree. I can send you a picture in our chat, our Discord chat. But if I'm going to bring it to the masses here, it's got to be in better shape than it is right now.
Free kick to Brentford.
Doug says 158 in here, 53 likes. Come on, guys, smash the like button. Also, please subscribe if you haven't. We are, Kyle, how many do we need for 10K right now?
Oh, boy.
We got to be less than 10.
10 left, guys.
All right, we have 2 minutes before we wrap up this show. Can everyone in here, if you're not subscribed, there's 152 people in here. There's no way you're all subscribed.
There's not a chance.
Can we get 20 subscribes here so we can hit 10K on the stream and celebrate and thank you all? Please.
If we hit 10K, I'm going crazy. Guys, it'd be absolutely insane. Seriously. Shout out to everyone. Let's go over to the chat. Money grows in oil fields, says Sir Oswald.
That is true. And when I was over there earlier this year, I was talking to some of the locals, and this is the reason why they've built places like Dubai and other cities. And this is the reason why they're investing in sports and gambling, because the oil will dry up eventually. So this is everything that they're doing now is an investment within reason, right? But everything that they're doing is an investment for the future.
Right.
But they did some rough math, and who knows where else they can find oil. I'm sure there's more, but it's not an endless resource. So whether it's 50 years, 75 years, 200 years, eventually it will dry up.
Absolutely. It is a non-renewable resource, as we've learned.
Yeah, I probably learned that 15 years ago.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's been a while. All I know is it's
Fossil fuels.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Kyle.
Alexander DeLaw says thoughts on Scher's link. I like him, man. I like him a lot.
Who?
You never heard of,
Newcastle?
no, you never heard of I can't say his name, but he played at
Oh,
Ajax. Now he
Ajax.
plays at Torino.
I
Yeah.
know who he is. No thoughts on that from me. No offense. No thoughts on that. I don't know.
Oh, man.
We that came up last week in the show, didn't it? Are we at 10K? Come on, guys.
Guys, we're 8 away.
9.99.
We're 8 away. Come on.
It's all right. It'll wait till next week. If you guys don't want to do it, that's fine.
That's
It'll
fine.
wait till next week.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But the thing is, we're going to probably hit it before next week. So if you want to see the live reaction, you got to do it now. It's my money and I need it now.
He doesn't mean that literally. That's from a movie.
Yeah. No,
This channel is not about money.
It's a commercial. It's literally a commercial.
Gotcha. I just wanted to be clear that they didn't think you were asking for money, Kyle.
No. It's a commercial. I think only the Americans would get that. So it's probably a bad reference. But all right. What do we got? Oyvind says, I can make 10 new accounts if that makes you feel better.
No, you don't have to do it that way.
No,
We're gonna hit it the right way.
No, don't cheat.
How many are we at right now?
Still 92. We got 8 to go. But shout out to Queasy E. Queasy, where you been? What's good?
Queasy? Sheesh. I don't even know who that is. Welcome back.
Queasy comes a lot to the watch-alongs a lot. But here, Steve, let's get into our closing thoughts.
Why has it not dried for City? It ain't gonna dry for a long time, Alexander. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
But it will dry. It will dry up.
Steve,
and
your closing thoughts.
My closing thoughts. Well, we started off. We talked about how I saw Wayne Rooney and Christian Benteke last night lose 4-0 to my local MLS team.
That
crazy.
Was
kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Benteke looked pretty good, actually.
Did he?
Like, he was just like a lone striker hanging in the box waiting for like service. But he works pretty hard. He kind of pressed a little bit. He had a pretty good attitude, which was nice to see. Rooney was wearing long sleeves and long pants in 90-something degree weather. Just looked miserable on the sideline. And our manager for New England Revolution is Arenas.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Arenas. So it's two like big managers kind of going at it. Stadium was pretty packed. There was probably like 15,000 in there.
Okay.
Which is a good amount for an MLS game here.
Was it at Gillette? Where do they play?
Yeah, they play at Gillette. Same place the New England Patriots play. And yeah, it was 4-0. So we covered that. We covered links. We're close to 10K. It was fun. We've reached a point now, Kyle, where we don't have anything concrete to talk about.
We don't.
There's just too many rumors.
To a certain extent, we're waiting on the Fabinho deal because Henderson traveled with the team to preseason. We've seen reports that we've received a bid for Fabinho, so I honestly think we're just waiting for it to go through. So again, subscribe so you guys will be notified when that deal is official. We will drop the news, and you guys will know that Fabinho has made that move to Saudi Arabia. So that's that. Also, I want to, while Steve's staring at something, I want to take a moment to thank all of our super chats that came in today. Those of you, it's never required, but you guys that go above and beyond, you guys are truly appreciated. It helps the channel out so much for you guys to just donate your hard-earned money to us here. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. Steve, that's all I got, man. We're close to 10K. We'll keep you guys updated on Fabinho and Hendo. And you playing golf today?
No, I'm not. It's going to rain here today. I got some yard work to do. I got a landscaping job to take care of down the street. I'm going to just keep refreshing the Nothing But Reds page. Are we there yet?
No, we still got 8 more. We'll hit it.
Can you refresh real quick?
All right, fine.
We got to be there, dude.
No, we got 8. We're 8 spots away.
All right. Well, thank you guys all. Thank you all. Money Tree update. Liz, I'll get you a photo. Remind me in the Discord chat. Thank you to everyone that joined, everyone new. Subscribe, check us out. It was fun.
Ooh, you're getting good at that. And until next time, Reds.
Take care.
There you go.